Okay, so welcome everyone to this online session for the opening of the first call for the Innovation Booster Fashion and Lifestyle. I'm Daniele Panato, I'm director of the program, and I would like to take these moments to, first of all, present you the innovation program with the details and how it's composed. And then we will go through the details of this specific call for challenges, going in detail on about the different challenges of the call and a little timeline also on how it will develop, the time frame on which you have the occasion to submit to the program, and also the important next steps. So let me share a presentation with you. Okay, so first of all, the objective of the Innovation Booster Fashion and Lifestyle is to fostering radical innovation in Switzerland and in the specifics in the industries of fashion and lifestyle. But about the program itself, the Innovation Booster Fashion and Lifestyle is a program empowered by InnoSwiss, the Swiss innovation agency. Its role is to promote science-based innovation in the interest of the economy and society in Switzerland, and with the double objective, let's say. One is to fund innovation in Switzerland, and the second one is to create all the processes and possibilities to do technological transfers from research done in Switzerland to the actual industry. And among the very many different funding instruments that InnoSwiss has, there is also the innovation boosters. They are divided into categories based on single industries, and ours is focused on fashion and lifestyle. And so we leverage this community, our community, since it's run by Dagora as a leading house. We leverage the community that we have around fashion and lifestyle to solve the current challenges and problems. And we do that running the program with workshops and with this open innovation and user-centric approach. The potential of this program is to be able, as a program, to award up to 10 winning ideas per year, up to 27,000 francs per winning idea. It's important to say that this focus on radical innovation, and later on we will state and clarify what is exactly radical innovation. But second of all, also to understand where the program lies in terms of the innovation funnel. The program focuses on the very first steps of the innovation funnel, where there are hypotheses of innovations, and after those hypotheses, there is a co-creation with research, and that's the objective of the program. And doing so, matching with research among research and companies with the objective of testing the potential of ideas. So the program does not expect ideas already developed or already clear, but hypotheses to be developed and to be tested. So since there is the very first stages of innovation, we do not and we should not expect ideas already developed. For those stages, InnoSwiss has already other instruments available. So we would like to focus on this part, and it's important to stay on it and to understand it, because it's an open call for challenges. It's not an open call for ideas. That's important to mention. The program phases are developed through different stages, starting from industry workshops regarding these outcomes. We already did last year different workshops on which we reunited representatives from the industry, from the fashion and lifestyle industries, discussing what are the major problems and pain points, and then we gather also experts from research recently and also external resources to come up with today's goal of what are the current challenges and problems to address looking at 2025. Then today we are at the launch of the Innovation Booster Call for Challenges, and then there will be a period of application on which we expect many to submit their innovation hypothesis, and after that there is a mandatory workshop called Challenge Your Ideas, where innovation teams with teams already formed, and we will see also in a while how the innovation teams are composed. We will gather in Lugano in order to, first of all, reframe the problems. So look at the challenges and problems that we present today and understand it deeper. So the underlying problems, what is at the root of these problems, in order to understand it better and understand together in an open innovation setting how to co-create potential ideas to be tested. So after that, the ideas will be published again on the Joint Create, which is our online platform on which we collect the ideas. If the ideas will be many, let's say we need a certain number to fit to the pitching day, so the jury, the program jury will do a short listing of those ideas, and then in June, in this case, but we will see the exact dates later on, there will be a pitch day in front of the jury for these developed ideas and the best ones. So 5 ideas, up to 5 ideas for this goal, and the specifics will be awarded with the mentioned funding, meaning up to 27,000 francs. And after that, after being awarded, those ideas can have the possibility to test their potential. And now let's talk about what are innovation teams. So innovation teams are, first of all, mandatory. So the teams need to work together throughout the program, to understand the problem and co-create their ideas, and then also being awarded as a team. We facilitate, as a program organizers, the matchmaking about this partner. But let's take a look at how it's composed. We need to have at least one research partner and at least one implementation partner. So the research partner includes university research institutes, non-commercial research centers outside the university sector, and departmental research institutions with their research projects, and federal research institutes. In general, everyone should be based in Switzerland, and usually it involves Swiss universities active on research. On the other hand, there are implementation partners who are anyone, basically anyone who has a legal entity. It could be a small or medium enterprise, a startup, also a larger company that can join the team in order to co-create this idea and then potentially test it and etc. Of course, this implementation partner needs to have the capabilities of having a contribution to the development of such ideas, but there is no limitation in kind of dimension or like number of employees. So it's an open innovation program. On the other hand, there is also the possibility from international partners to join. There is one important requirement in this case, is that also international partners can join, but they will not be the ones who will receive funding. Funding always go to a Swiss beneficiary. Among the innovation team, it can be decided whether the research partner or the implementation partner receives the fund. But on top of that, an international partner could join and contribute to the development and testing of the ideas. Also important to mention that the program gets to decide who receives funding. It's an independent jury. So a jury is a panel, a group of people of about 15 jurors per pitch session, composed by research, so researchers, professors, business, also representatives of business, industry associations, brands, companies in general, and society that decides together who obtains funding. Also, the jury adheres to the program rules and is trusted in the protection of the ideas, being responsible for reasonable funding. There is a pitch scorecard on which there are the criteria on which the idea is evaluated, and it will be published on the Joint Create platform along with the call details. And the jury is selected, is a dynamic group of people, and consists of permanent members and temporary participants. On our website, you can always find on the About section the confirmed members of the jury, and of course, before the pitch sessions, the finalized list of the jury will be published online. What is the output of the funding? So what is the ultimate goal of this program and this funding, available funding? First of all, is to understand deeper the problems, but the objective is to seek these radical innovations. And in doing so, there are three areas to test, which are desirability, feasibility, and viability, on which desirability has an importance in among the three. So understanding if there might be a real need in the industry of such a solution to the problem. And then also could be tackled the feasibility part or viability part, and it can be done through a concrete proof of concept development, feasibility study, or market assessment, or in general testing desirability. In fact, later on in the program, it will be disclosed on which already last year it will follow pretty much the same scheme, the funding structure of those about 17,000 francs, on which there will be a cash contribution, so purely contributing to the efforts of the team members working on the testing of the idea. And on the other hand, there are vouchers available, and the first voucher, the executional voucher, will be specifically addressed to testing desirability. And about that, in a couple of weeks, on February the 20th, we will have a virtual training about testing desirability of innovation ideas. So for any one of you interested, there are info on our website to sign up to this training, particularly important for the purpose of the program. Also, we like to thank the sponsors of the program that believed that since day one, so last year, our first year of activities, in our objectives, so 7 for All, Mankind, Alpha Square Invest, Philip Line, and Hugo Boss. This year, we are onboarding new sponsors, so we are very glad about that, and we will announce it shortly in the upcoming weeks. So the question here is if you are familiar with the definition of radical innovation. So radical innovation is at the core of the Innovation Booster program, but what is exactly radical innovation? And there is a quote of Albert Einstein, which I always found interesting. He said, if I had an hour to solve a problem, I would spend 55 minutes defining the problem and only 5 minutes finding the solution. So here, the fact is that a radical innovation is solving an existing problem in a new way. If we find a slightly different approach it's called incremental innovation. While we are seeking radical innovation which has a big impact, potentially a big impact on the problem solving, and that could lead later on bringing the idea to be potentially disruptive. So disruption is a consequence of the effect on the market of this solution, but radical innovation here is the way. And it's an ambitious, of course, goal that we have in this program. And in order to do so, we need to spend a lot of time on the problem. So today we will state what are the problems in this call for challenges, what is affecting the fashion industry currently. And during the workshop, we will have the methodology and the support of experts to dig deeper on these problems and understand it better in order to find the right solutions to them, potentially solution, of course, to be tested, and that's the purpose of the program. And the sweet spot of innovation, it's also interesting because this incremental, let's say, look in depth about the problem is that we would like to look behind the idea to deal with the underlying problem, and look also behind the problem to deal with the underlying assumptions. So there are always assumptions also when we state the problems today, when we state the challenges. It's always not a perfect process. So the methodology is to question always what we are stating, to understand the real roots of these problems, and find these breakthrough ideas that we are wishing to find among the organization, of course, but especially among the innovation teams that will form in this call. So this, thank you for this first part. It was an introduction to give you a sense and a feeling on how the program is composed, and then I would like now to go into the detail of the content of this call for challenges, which is called Threats of Innovation Weaving Tech into Fashion's Future. So first of all, the subject of this call is technology. So how technology could tackle these problems and challenges affecting the fashion industry. And skipping the specification that you will find on the Join Create platform, and we will send you all an email, a follow-up email with the instructions and the references on how to apply and to submit to the program. We will provide you with all the necessary information. So starting from the problem statement, which is the overarching statement that we take about this call. So we are searching for impactful and transformative innovation hypotheses to help the Swiss organizations and society adopting new radical approaches to technologies and cultural shifts, while embracing this digitalization and enhancing resilience, agility, and adaptability in an ever-evolving global landscape. Translating also this phrase is that technology, as we know, is running fast, and the industry is seeking how to use concrete solutions using and leveraging that technology to solve the current and existing problems. And so at the beginning, also, we are very keen to call it innovation hypothesis. And again, it's important to know that this is a call for challenges. We do not expect ideas. We just expect hypotheses to be then explored during the workshop. And then from these hypotheses, the ideas are co-created during the workshops and then presented for the pitch session. So the fashion industry is struggling to keep up with this technology acceleration. And so we want to foster a deep understanding on the current issues and supporting new potential radical solutions. Going from the first point on these technological problems, the first one is addressing AI and Gen AI, as we know is the most discussed topic. And in the specific for the fashion industry, we are looking at user experiences and product recommendation based on preferences and behaviors. So anything that comes and resonates with these challenges. Another one is AI-driven content creation for personalized marketing materials, such as social media posts, product descriptions, and advertising. And again, AI-enhanced customer interaction to develop intelligent AI agents to allow a consumer to have a more immersive and flawless brand experience and shopping journey. And Gen AI for content creation, video making, automatic product description using natural language processing, or AI solution to generate operational efficiency in production and processes. To go also not only in the brands to consumer relationship, which is important to how this new technology might help the brands innovating the relationship, which also technologically stayed a little bit static on 2D, two dimensions on standard e-commerce frameworks. Now AI and Gen AI offers a lot of possibility to enhance that and but also about the production itself of those brands, how the garments are produced, how the textiles also are produced. We think that AI solutions can generate not only efficiency, but also new processes and new approaches to get it better. And for every one of these challenges, other proposals are welcome. So these are a few examples and very focused on the most prominent challenges that we located in the market and on which every research and every stakeholder in the industry is raising. But it's an open innovation program. So within this framework, other proposals are welcome and other submission and innovation hypotheses are welcome. And that applies for every point. So going into the second point, we can talk about 3D based technologies. The first point is about the digital ecosystem integration. So interoperability between different digital tools, system, and stakeholders. So designers, suppliers, manufacturers, which are the three main stakeholders about the digital ecosystem working on 3D based technologies in fashion. And there is a deep need of a seamless integration on how to better operate between those three and how to create innovation which make the processes also internally more efficient and more effective into designing and also translating into manufacturing the garments. Second point is 3D model creation. So in the first phase of creation techniques for scanning, first of all, acquiring informations, how technology can help into scanning physical assets using, for instance, photogrammetry, but also CAD/CAM systems to create accurate 3D models. As we know, a garment could be very detailed, very complicated in the level of techniques used about the textile, the craft work used for a specific garment. So it's from end to end how to gather the data needed to for 3D model creation to the possibility of prototyping and then creating the garment itself. Also, archive and heritage management are two important parts of that. So digital preservation, meta tagging, and rights management for design archives and heritage items. Also sample sharing and procurement, creation and sharing of reliable digital samples across the supply chain to reduce physical sample production and process redundancies in a global landscape, how to create a more efficient processes and technologies that could simplify further this supply chain and processes. And also in this case, other proposals. Passing through point 3, one other, let's say, market topic, it's omni-channel phygital experiences and immersive multimedia. So omni-channel integration is needed to harmonize the online and offline touchpoints and experiences of customers for their purchase journey across different devices and environments. AR and VR could be technologies to be leveraged, but not only. So in general, how to create a more seamless customer journey, which touch points can be enhanced, what can be used to increase this overall experience. Then could be also sensory engagement, enhancing digital experiences through rich sensory interaction like tactile feedback, haptic devices, and usual visual clues using IoT, for instance. So this detachment between the physical experience and digital, creating a real phygital experience. So how to create a more immersive experience into that. And also accessibility and inclusivity, it's important. So focusing on designing for users with disabilities or limited access to digital technologies. So using assistive technologies or universal design principles in general, this will also be pushed through regulations in the future, but it's also a need from the industry to have more solution leveraging solutions to create also an accessible technology for all the users. And user testing and feedback utilizing advanced tools such eye tracking, EEG, neuroscience in general, motion capture. So to use data-driven approach, even neuroscience, even neuromarketing, to create a UX UI in real world scenarios, so with real brain effect on the interaction proposed. So also this kind of technology is welcome, as well as gamification, which is, as we know, an important trend into that the brands are exploring and on which they need new ideas and hypotheses in this case to be tested, to have digital experiences to enhance the engagement through customization, so hyper customization, rewards and games, integrating digital elements for fashion. AR, we had a period of exploring NFTs, how NFTs will play out in the future, virtual try-on, and every other proposals are welcome. Then passing to point 4, we have located data intelligence as an important topic, as we know, data is always key, but how data is processed, how data is leveraged into creating enhanced experiences for users, and also how to leverage those data for the industry itself. So how it can play in terms of creating value over time. So the first point is hyper personalization. So towards the consumer, how data intelligence enable a tailored user experience and recommendations based on their actual preferences, shopping history, and browsing behavior. Of course, this is already established in many cases, but how to bring that further, how to create an hyper-personalized experience for every user. But also optimize inventory. So advanced analysis of sales partners, trends to help brands forecast demand, reducing overstock and stockouts. As we know, the management of stock is a big issue, a big topic for the industry. So how to optimize inventory throughout time, how to take in all the variables, all the the provisions, but also the trends and micro trends in that, and how to also better the time to market in some cases, and be more flexible towards the consumer, which it's always hard to forecast how they will behave in these. On this line, also trend forecasting and adaptive production are important topics and challenges to be addressed. So social media and data analysis helping brands to predict the trends in real time and quick and to enable them for a quicker responses and production of relevant collections, or to improve their current cycles, production cycles and processes. Data-driven quality optimization, so improve the average quality of production, leveraging the processing of data, measurement, images, videos, also in the production lines, how these technologies can improve the production lines itself and the different stages also. Many things to do and many hypotheses potentially they can come up with. And IP and data protection, also the other the dark shade of the moon of data is security, cybersecurity, and also the protection of intellectual property. So in this case, how to better manage and protect intellectual property, data security, and privacy also are important topics to keep in consideration on this data sphere that we are talking about. And as well, other proposals are welcome. And then we have the last point about robotics. Robotics, they are not as fancy as other points like AI, but they are evolving a lot also sometimes, and they will definitely benefit from AI itself. So robotics, starting from robotics in fashion production, the automation of production processes like sewing, stitching, and garment assembly, they are going to be more and more automatized. So improving speed, precision, reducing labor costs. So how robotics can be used in the actual production is a first sub point of this challenge. Customization in 3D printing, also the looking at on-demand manufacturing is a great radical innovation example. It's still a goal. There are no final solutions present, but we are going towards that. And so how to use the combination of robotics and 3D printing to enable this on-demand custom fit clothing with complex design, reducing a lot overproduction and waste. Also in sustainability optics, it's definitely something to look at, along as supply chain automation. So robot-based optimization and warehouse operations by automating sorting, packing, shipping, streamline logistics, and speeding up order fulfillment. Or sustainable fabric production and innovation. So robotics and AI can come together to reduce textile waste, recycle materials, finding new partners, patterns, new way of using the most efficient approach to not lose any important resource, and improve also energy efficiency in fabric manufacturing, or any other proposals. So robotics, there are a big potential, and in this case, there are only hypotheses that we expect to be explored in this case. As for any point listed, these were the most prominent challenges presented for the industry, and what we expect are innovation hypotheses to then be explored during the workshop and during the co-creation along with your potential innovation team partner. So what are your benefits in this program? First of all, is to participate and have the possibility of contributing in this journey of creating new potential radical new ideas for the fashion and lifestyle industries, pitch to a very excellent and diversified jury to be awarded up to 27,000 francs per winning idea. Restates that for this call, 5 winning ideas are potentially be awarded. And there will be a second call later in the year that will address the sustainability and circularity issues. In this case, we will focus on technology, and also along the way get the support of top industry experts working in these occasions, like the industry workshop, using methodological best practices, so having the maximum and best conditions to work out new potential radical ideas, and also participating to additional events and trainings about innovation topics are among the benefits of the program. So how does it work, and how can you join the program? First of all, by this afternoon around 5 o'clock, we will publish on the Join Create platform, and we will send you an email on all the people participating in this program. But in general is joincreate.com. We will take a look in a minute how to access the website. It's also accessible through our website. It's important to join the program. In this page, you can find what we saw about the details. You can read and pass through all the challenges, and then what we need is to fill in a form. So fill in a form with your informations from you having this innovation hypothesis. So a brief statement, a brief phrase stating what you would like to explore. And then if you already have an innovation team formed, so if you are a researcher, if you already have a potential implementation partner, on the other hand, if you are a company or in general implementation partner, if you already have a research, if you are not, no worry, we help you finding your counterpart. And then the participation of the workshop challenge your ideas in Lugano on May the 6th is mandatory in this case, because the ideas need to be developed during a co-creation and open innovation setting. And then you can submit the same informations that you put into the form, which is the first step to collect your information and you're willing to participate in the program, need to be replicated on the Join Create platform in order to be available for everyone, and also for everyone to be open in order to matchmake with you. So if I am a researcher and I see an innovation hypothesis from an implementation partner, I can join your innovation team and participate in it. So there are some required fields. We try to facilitate as much as possible the process, to streamline the process. It needs a few steps, but it's important also for your benefit to find your innovation team partner and be able to join the workshop along with your partner. Then the submission is evaluated by the Innovation Booster team. It needs to follow these requirements of innovation hypothesis, not idea. And then you will be notified if everything is fine, double confirming your eligibility to the workshops and to continue the participation to the program. And then in the meantime, we facilitate the formation of the innovation teams, finding the best research or implementation partner if it's not already present. Then there will be the actual co-working co-creation workshop, challenge your ideas on May the 6th. And then during that day, it's a whole day of work on which in the morning we will explore the industry problems, the challenges that we saw together. We will deep dive on that. We discover the underlying assumptions, every learning that we can get out of that, also with the help of experts, to address them in the best way. So collaborating among the different stakeholders, experts, and within your innovation team, using design thinking methodology, co-create these ideas is the second step of the actual workshop in Lugano. Then after the workshop, of course, you can meet virtually in presence with your fellow member of the innovation team. You can consolidate the idea developed, and then you can submit the idea on a Joint Create platform, and the guidelines will be shared during the workshop. Every detail can be covered. We are always available for support. And then after this idea is published, there could be a short listing of these ideas presented, and there is also an optional workshop called the Innovation Arena to prepare to the pitch day, and then for the confirmed submitted ideas, there will be access to the pitch day on June the 17th, still in Lugano. Could be joined if the workshop is mandatory in presence in Lugano. The pitch day, it's not mandatory. It's advisable to be in person in Lugano, but it's not mandatory. And then on June the 17th, there is this pitching session. And then on June the 27th, the awarded ideas will be announced by the program jury. And all the important informations are stated in the call for challenges that will be published later today. There are the requirements about who can apply, but again, for any doubt and question, since we understand that not every aspect might be clear, we are available to answer to your questions or doubts. You can always access every information and be updated through our website. Our website is called ibfashionandlifestyle.ch. We will send the details also later on. You can find later today here the link to the call that we will publish around 5 p.m. today. And also important, under the events section, you can always find the updated calendar of events. So starting from last year's training, we kept it online because they're accessible with recordings. So you can rewatch all these interesting trainings from last year. And then as of today, there is this first appointment of the Cold Challenges opening. Then in February, there is one training. On May the 6th, there is the workshop. If you submit to the program, you already sign up to the workshop, and then additional training, and then there will be the announcement of the second call. And as said, in June, there will be the pitch day and the awarding of this current call. And then throughout the year, of course, the second call will go through. But you will always find the updates and all the informations on our website. So I think I've told you all the relevant informations, and I now can open for everyone if they have any questions or considerations to share. Just give me a second that I enable the usage of microphones. Okay, now you can activate your microphone, you can present yourself, and you can ask a question if you have any.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for the nice talk. Everything was clear from my viewpoint. I just wonder whether the website where to submit the challenges is already working, which I guess it is from.
You cannot submit the challenges up to a couple of hours tonight, so
Okay.
we will officially post the link around 5 today, 5 p.m., with the correct link on which you can post your innovation hypothesis.
Okay. For the rest, it was very clear. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so if there are no additional questions, I thank you very much. I remember you our website is ibfashionandlifestyle.ch, and as told just a minute ago, around 5 we will publish the link to apply to the call, so you can submit your innovation hypothesis. We are looking forward to it. And for any questions, there is an info email on which you can write to us, and we will make sure to reply to you. So thank you very much, and let's innovate, everyone. Thank you very much. Bye bye.